Welcome, Get Better Basketball community. I'm Coach DeMarco, and this is Focused. In today's episode, I'm going to give you a complete breakdown of Creighton's 14 Iverson Clear set. You'll definitely want to check it out. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button down below, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great video breakdowns each and every week. Now get ready because we're going to focus on Creighton University's 14 Iverson Clear. There are so many wrinkles you can run off of 1-4 high sets, and especially off of an Iverson cut. So what I want to point out here first is the Iverson cut, which is basically a wing-to-wing cut over the top, which was made famous by none other than Allen Iverson. You're going to see this player here start on this wing, and he's going to come off of both screens from one wing to the opposite wing. And a lot of times what the 76ers would do is have Iverson come off of this cut over the top and get him the ball. He would typically reverse pivot on his defender and then look to attack him. In this instance, I call this set Iverson Clear because we're going to get this Iverson cut over the top. But I want you to look at the second player here. He is one of the elbow screeners. He also is going to come off of a screen to the wing, from elbow to wing, almost like a mini Iverson cut from this elbow to the wing. But really what he's trying to do is clear out this side. And then on the opposite end, we have this wing player who you see right down here that is going to cut from wing underneath and come to the opposite wing. And this is all very purposeful. This player is clearing out after the Iverson cut, and this player is making their cut high up to the wing. And what they're looking to do is occupy this help defenders that you see in here. The next piece to this set is we're going to get a high ball screen, a middle ball screen here. And as I mentioned, we have the clear player right here. We have the Iverson cut right here. And then the final cut, which came from this wing all the way through to the opposite wing, is high up here. After the ball screen, this player is then going to roll to the basket. And it puts this tag defender in a bind. If they come in to tag the roll, then it's going to open up an excellent shooter on the wing. And Zagorowski, being one of the best, if not the best point guard in the entire country, is going to look, and he's going to make his secondary read. The first read, he's going to look to attack now as his defender fights over, gain a little bit of an advantage. Next read is going to be this tag defender. Is he going to come in? If he comes into the paint, he's going to make this read out here. If he stays out, he's going to look to hit this player on a lob. Really well-designed play by clearing out these two players and rising this player up nice and high to put the tag defender in a bind, but also a great read by Zagorowski. So here it is. This defender, here's Zagorowski's read. What does he do? He sits. Because he sits and doesn't drop. If he drops down here, Zagorowski has an easy kick, and it's going to be an open three-pointer with two players and really three players crashing in. Again, really have to point out the design by Greg McDermott. Does an excellent job in this instance. And then again, the read by Zagorowski. This player sits. Here's his secondary read, a lob pass, and a dunk. As we take a look at this for a second time, I want you to hone in on the clear player, the tag defender who's going to end up over here, and the read by Zagorowski. Great design and great read. Creighton liked this play so much that they come back to it a second time in the first half, late in the first half, looking to get another easy basket. Here is the Iverson cut and then the clear out. And then we know we're going to get the ball screen and the other player rising up to the top. Zagorowski this time is going to look to attack. Nice little hesitation there. When this defender gets over the top, he's going to eye the ball screen defender and then also the tag man. The tag defender is going to come up high with this player. Excellent shooter for Creighton, lefty scorer, great shooter. So he doesn't want to leave him. This defender does a nice job this time, kind of soft hedge, and then he's going to recover. It looks like Zagorowski was either going to make this skip, and it's still a nice option here because then they can dump inside with three great shooters on the weak side. You got Zagorowski and two other players over here. So these three defenders are occupied. If they get into double or help out, it's going to be a kick out and a three. If not, it's going to be a post up and a score for this player right inside. So it looked like he was going to make this pass out here because he sees that this defender does a better job recovering. The lob is clearly not there. This defender did a better job as well. I also thought he might be trying to ball fake here, get this defender to jump and then pull up potentially, or ball fake and then maybe dump it inside himself. Happens to lose the ball, very sure-handed player. This typically doesn't happen, but what they're going to end up doing off of this play is he recovers and then he makes that pass inside. And now you see all three defenders as he recovers are all going to get into the paint. So what that tells me is if he did make this pass over here and it did come into the paint, is this weak side kick out, as I mentioned, they would have had three potentially. Zagorowski had to recover his pass. These other two players were options. So still a great possession. They're going to get a kick out. And I mean, that's to me is an open three at the Division I level. This defender is scrambling to get a closeout. So let's take a look one more time. And I want to see the Iverson cut, the clear out. The tag man comes up and rises up. So Zagorowski was either going to make this pass because this defender also recovered and maybe reset it. Maybe there's a dump inside, or he was going to ball fake and shoot, or maybe dump inside himself. All good options. They end up getting a nice kick out and an open three-pointer. Play it through one last time here, and then I want to go back to that first clip so we can show you the lob one last time because that's the option that they really like in this set. Let's take a look at that first set one more time and end this off on a positive note. But I did want to show you both times they ran this play because I think it's really important to look at the reads. As I mentioned, we have our tag defender here. So if he comes up, it should open up this lob play. You look at this defender, he got caught right here. This defender on the ball doesn't do a great job getting over the top the first time they run it. This defender is caught flat-footed, so you can see a nice, easy read. The second time they ran it, both defenders on ball and also the soft hedge did a better job recovering, which had Zagorowski make a tougher decision. Looked like he was going to kick out and then make a dump inside, which also would have been a great option. They got a great three-point shot either way you look at it. First time they ran it was a dunk. Second time they ran it was an open three-pointer. So both great options. But as we break down plays, I think it's important to notice the differences each time they run it. The first time, flat-footed defender, it's going to result in a lob. This defender doesn't recover, tag man high. Second time, the tag man went high. This defender recovered better, and this defender recovered better. So it was a little bit more challenging. Two times they ran this play in the first half. Both times they got quality shots. Both times a great read by their point guard. 14, Iverson clear is a great play that you can run if you use a 1-4 high set, or even if you don't. It's going to give your team an opportunity to get an easy read and a basket. I love March Madness for so many reasons, but especially for the opportunity to break down great sets like this one from Creighton University. You can see the tremendous amount of pressure that they put on Ohio University's defense with this set. If the tag man stayed low, they would have had an open three-pointer. The tag man came up high and it opened up a lob for a dunk. And then the second time, a kick back out for an open three-pointer. Great design by Greg McDermott and an equally great read by Marcus Zagorowski from Creighton University. If you like this play from Creighton University, then make sure you hit that like button down below and also drop me a comment to let me know what you think. I love hearing from the Get Better Basketball community. Turn on your notifications and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. I have more great video breakdowns each and every week. As always, get better every day. As I watch the top NCAA teams compete in March Madness, I can't help but think how important it is to be a great shooting team. If you want to improve your team's overall shooting, then the quickest, most efficient way to do it is to invest in a Dr. Dish all-purpose shooting machine. You mentioned the Get Better Basketball chat or hashtag GBetBB chat. You'll get up to $300 off select Dr. Dish shooting machines. Don't miss out on this great opportunity.